don't want a man. I don't need a man. I am perfectly fine by myself. Independent woman who doesn't need a man.
You gonna stand here and claim that you don't want this, that you don't need. You gonna eat yourself out, is what you're saying. These independent bitches have to eat their own pussy, I guess.
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
Imagine if a man went up on stage and said that. Do you think women are important or what? All they do is just lie in the bed while I drill them. Imagine the amount of chaos that will be unleashed as soon as the guy said that. The world will end as we know it, bro. That's crazy. But women can just come on national TV and just spout this hatred. Every woman was laughing while the man was like looking around kind of weird. She said men are important for what? Look at all the things that men do in society. Those are very important jobs that keep the society running. It just bothers me how ignorant some women can be and said, oh, we should kill all men. We don't need men for nothing.
Thanks to their newly discovered feeling of entitlement, women of today have changed how they view the world. The way women view the world and the men in it has changed drastically around the globe. The independence and self-reliance of women have unexpectedly increased. They've started to believe they can survive without men. Back then, things were rather different. Women never made comments like these in the 1950s and 1960s. My grandpa always believed that the worst thing science has ever done for humanity was to eliminate physical labor. Men therefore developed a weaker physical constitution and a greater tolerance for an activity. Women started to think that life had always been this easy. Obviously not. When was the last time a woman helped carry bricks, looked after animals, carried food bags, or labored in the fields? There has been a lot of time. This is why so many contemporary women believe it to be true. The 1990s saw significant economic shift as more women entered the workforce, the internet exploded, and there were more computer positions accessible to them. There were now a lot more options that required less social connection, less interpersonal skill, less physical labor, and more mental effort. Things like sitting at a desk and typing code or responding to emails. Together with a multitude of novel new jobs, career prospects, and educational routes, a new generation of higher education institutions and professional sectors has developed. Also, anyone with internet connection can visit there and learn about other people's ideas and perspectives. Women started working, grew accustomed to having their own money, and all of a sudden could afford the clothing and cosmetics they had been pleading with their husbands for. They then spread their message by going on the streets, where they wrote articles and engaged in informal conversation about how they no longer needed men's services. What sort of ignorance would that inspire? They have a narrow perspective of the world they inhabit and think that it is made up solely of men. While they do need men to maintain positions of authority, a woman contended that they are not required in normal life. They must believe that men do not work, or that all men are superhumans who carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. No guy would spend time and effort on such unimportant things unless he had a secure house and a steady salary. The other possibility is that he has more important matters to attend to. Women see, choose, and occupy the most visually beautiful of these homes while men build, at which point they begin to think that this is the standard for living in the wider world. That is incorrect. For guys, women are not required. In our homes or our lives, women have no place. None of us like dating women all that much. Women are a burden over the long haul. We require women primarily for reproductive purposes, and only for that. Most of our assistance will be required from women. Let's examine how the world ought to work. The majority of men work in trades including plumbing, carpentry, electrical work, and others that are comparable. People may now dedicate their attention to investigating anything else of interest because mankind has advanced. Mankind have worked the hardest over a long period of time to build a society in which hunger and thirst are unusual, if not non-existent. The modern world, where people don't need to trek a mile every day simply to acquire water, is something our forefathers could never have envisioned, and even then, they had to be careful not to waste it. Some women could think that everything is the way it has always been, and that there are hidden women working as farmers or engineers who keep things in order. Women do work in this industry, although their representation is far lower than 1%. Men are frequently forgotten, despite the fact that they keep the world together. Nevertheless, it is a truth that women's ideals and perspectives have boundaries. We do require female company, and rejection is painful, but we move on. It makes no difference if a man may have failed with women for years, since his worth grows as he gets older. In a man's early 30s, when he has established himself financially and socially, all the ladies he was interested in have lost their appeal. A woman approaches the wall when she is in her mid-20s. At that time, she is no longer as attractive or as desirable to men. These women charm fade quickly. Millions of guys previously would go to any lengths to be with her. She is now lonesome and difficult to approach due to the unexpected shift. It is time no guy has to spend. We're growing even more. We're having more success. Because of this unforgiving reality, single women are always on the search for a partner before things go very bad. They are aware that no man will give them attention if they refuse to cooperate. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. See you next time. Cheers.